Hi, I'm Drew Price, the project manager of NASA's Robotics Alliance project, otherwise known as RAP.
Hey VEX Worlds, I'm Candace Campanelli, the project coordinator of RAP.
Congratulations for making it to the 2021 VEX Worlds. We're coming to you from the Clear Creek ISD Robotics Event Center. This place is amazing. In a few weeks, this venue will host the Space City Showcase competition for VEX IQ and EDR teams, and we cannot wait to see the teams in action.
You guys have done a great job persevering through a challenging year. We're proud of what you have accomplished and can't wait to see your impressive robots throughout this live remote tournament. We're really excited to be here with you for the 2021 VEX Worlds.
NASA has been busy since the last time we were here with you. We've begun to send humans into space from American soil again, and we have sent astronauts to the International Space Station on SpaceX Crew Dragons. We launched the Mars 2020 mission in the summer with the Perseverance rover and Ingenuity helicopter landing earlier this year. Perseverance has begun to rove, and Ingenuity had its first flight a few weeks back. So inspiring. And we continue to work diligently to return humans to the surface of the moon and ultimately to Mars.
We're always looking for talented individuals. If you'd like to join us, please consider becoming a NASA intern. You can find more information about NASA internships at intern.nasa.gov. RAP is proud to support VEX and the Robotics Education and Competition Foundation, and we're super happy to support you and your team. We were also delighted to work with the RECF to develop the first RECF aerial drone competition, or RAD, which centers around a helicopter on Mars. Sound familiar? Shout out to Ingenuity.
Go Ingenuity! Good luck, and we look forward to you doing great things with NASA, for America, and for the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, allow me to reintroduce your anchors for tonight's finals, Grant and Stephanie.
It's time. The VRC High School Subdivision Elimination Rounds are about to begin. And I, for one, am absolutely thrilled, a little nervous, but mostly excited to see what's about to happen. Stephanie, what do you think?
I don't know. I'm super pumped. I'm just really excited to get out there and see what these teams have done. All right, Grant, the whole world wants to know, what are your predictions for the VRC High School Division Finals?
Well, the talk of the event on day one was definitely the brand new CageBot design.
Yeah.
These robots are brand new to VEX Worlds. We haven't seen them at any of the live remote tournaments thus far. They deploy a mechanism around the center goal and then fill it up with as many balls as they can. I think the most I saw in one match was like 11 or something. I'm not so sure how these teams are going to do in eliminations, though, because they do suffer from two weaknesses that I talked about being very important when we were talking about the middle school eliminations. Most of these CageBots have not actually been super consistent in their matches, and their stationary cage makes it very difficult for them to have a flexible strategy. So, very powerful robot, but we'll see how they fare in the elims.
All right, I could see what you're saying about the being tied to one strategy and that being a limiting factor. I'm not sure that I agree with you about consistency, though.
Okay.
I definitely saw one super consistent CageBot, and that was 23880E.
Okay.
They were super committed, and they would deploy their cage around goal E and then spend the rest of the time going around collecting balls, deploying them into the little cage, and it was very consistent. They did that like pretty much every time. So definitely limiting on strategy. But hey, if you're good at something and you can do it repeatedly on command, that's half the battle.
It is. How many balls are we talking? I saw 11. What could this team do?
Oh, no. They were not messing around. I think they got up to like 18. It was crazy.
All right, 18 balls in a quadrupled goal is pretty impressive.
Yeah, so that's definitely like one way that you could go with a strategy. The other team that I saw that was really interesting with this whole CageBot dynamic was 62A, and they took it, I think, a step farther. They made a little mechanism that would deploy out like little forks. Okay. And so you have the similar like CageBot strategy where you can hold up like a bunch of balls and try to score as many as you can. But since they're deployable, they can retract them and switch strategy mid-game, which is, you know, a little more flexible, offers you a little more options. So there's that too.
Absolutely, yeah. I had the chance to catch 62A's first match. Year in and year out, they always bring very refined and innovative designs to VEX World. So they're definitely one of my top teams as well. Speaking of consistency, I think one of my favorite teams at this event is actually over on Research A. That's 96421J, the STEM Vengers from Qatar. They move with just machine-like precision. They never miss their mark. And I had the fortune of watching one of their matches live where they were actually allied with 3264R, the Stumpy Gnomes. They are also no joke. The Stumpy Gnomes can do the entire home row by themselves in Auton. Now, the Auton win point, of course, doesn't matter as much during elims, but that still lets them start the match with a pretty substantial strategic advantage.
Oh, you're definitely right on that. That does give them a pretty good head start. I spent a lot of time on Research A, and I got to tell you, you're right. There's a lot of talent out on that field. The one that stood out to me was 400M, and you can tell they spent a significant amount of time practicing and just refining their strategy and their driving skills. They were able to complete their home row bonus pretty much every time that they were out there that I saw. However, I think my absolute favorite robot from this whole event has to be 8059Z. I mean, come on, like 5-ball auto that was highly consistent, just every time hitting their mark, and you pair that with excellent driving skills, that's a deadly combination.
Yeah, the 8059 is another team that every year we see them bring their A game to Vex Worlds. We saw them in the middle school divisions, and I'm definitely sure the Z team is going to be bringing it in high school as well.
Oh yeah, that's true.
So as you heard from my colleague Jim earlier in the event, we do have a really innovative competition experience here in the live remote tournament system. This year, we're going to have 192 VRC high school teams joining us in division quarterfinals just a few minutes from now. Once we have those subdivision champions in Science A, Science B, and so on and so forth, each subdivision champion will play the other for a spot in the first ever division champion finals. So for example, Science A will then play the winner of Science B. The winner of Technology A will play the winner of Technology B. Once those division champion finals are determined, they will move on to our overall World Championship finals. Those division champion finals will be a best-of-3 series, and it will take place immediately following the last finals match in your subdivision. So if you find yourself in the fortunate position of being a subdivision champion, don't leave. Make sure you work with your division manager and your head ref so you can get that best-of-3 series started. So Stephanie, with that all being said, I've just gotten word that we have our first 5 awards for live remote skills teams finalized. Why don't you go ahead and get us started?
All right, let's go ahead and hand these out. The first award is the Sportsmanship Award. The Sportsmanship Award is presented to a team that has earned the respect and admiration of the volunteers and other teams at the event. Key criteria for this award include that the team is courteous, helpful, and respectful to everyone at the event, on and off the field. The team interacts with others in the spirit of friendly competition and cooperation. The students demonstrate teamwork and effective communication skills. This award is presented to
Congratulations to our winners of the Sportsmanship Award. Now for the Judges Award. The Judges Award is presented to a team that is most deserving of special recognition. Key criteria include that the team displays special attributes, exemplary effort, and perseverance throughout the entire event. This team may have overcome an obstacle or challenge, or achieved a goal or other special accomplishment at some point throughout the season. This team distinguishes itself in some way that does not quite fit under other award criteria, but nonetheless deserves special recognition. These students demonstrate teamwork and effective communication skills. The Judges Award is presented to
Next, we have one of my favorite awards, the Inspire Award. The Inspire Award is presented to the most passionate and positive team at the event. This team brings a passion and positive attitude that is exemplary. They exhibit integrity and goodwill towards other teams, coaches, and spectators. The students demonstrate teamwork and effective communication skills. This award is presented to
Now it's time for the Energy Award. The Energy Award is presented to a team that shows the most enthusiasm and excitement at the event. This team maintained that high level of enthusiasm and excitement throughout the entire event. This team exhibits a passion for robotics competition that enriches the event experience for all. These students demonstrate teamwork and effective communication skills to our judges. Let's take a look at our Energy Award winners.
Finally, we have the Innovate Award. The Innovate Award is presented to a team with the most effective and efficient design process, a top contender for the Design Award. Key criteria for this award include Their engineering notebook is a clear, complete, and organized documentation of the design process. The team demonstrates effective management of time, talent, and materials. The students understand and are able to explain how they developed an effective game strategy, robot design, and the engineering process. They are able to explain how they worked together to develop their robot. We have our Innovate Award winners.
Now, let's take a look at our top live remote skills run of the day so far. Next up, for today's partner highlight, let's learn a little bit more about MathWorks.
Hi there VEX teams, this is Jose from MathWorks. Hope you're all staying safe. As always, we're super excited to be part of the VEX robotics community for yet another season, and quick greetings to all of the teams out there using MATLAB and Simulink to learn robotics and participate in the competition. As you get ready for next year's game, feel free to have all of our support. The MATLAB and Simulink Robotics Arena team will be completely at your service to help out in any way we can. All the best, and looking forward to the rest of the celebration.
Thank you so much to MathWorks for your continued support of the VEX Robotics competition. Now we've got one more exciting new segment for you all out there in the VEX Nation. So here's my friend Dan Mance with some more information.
Oh, hi there. I was just getting ready for Game Unveil later today. I'm not sure you guys are supposed to see this. Hey, where are those game elements anyway? Uh-oh. Grant and D-Row are gonna be a little upset with me. Welcome to the second edition of Dan Dreams of Memes. We're here in rainy Greenville, Texas. We hope you guys have had a great event so far. And we talk about the wonderful volunteers we have. Well, I'm pretty sure when they signed up to do VEX Worlds this year, they did not know we were gonna have 6 inches of rain here in Greenville, Texas. So am I in a raincoat for the game unveil or maybe just the weather? We'll find out later today, won't we? So let's look at some of the wonderful memes that you guys have sent in the last 48 hours. I gotta tell you, you're keeping us all laughing and having a good time, so please keep them coming. So the first one here, oh, a screw fell out. I bet that's not important. I won't put it back in. Oof, why did the wheels fall off? How many times have we been at a competition and a student's like has to make a last minute change and they're like, we'll be fine without it, and halfway through the match, the robot fails. That's just a very clever meme. You can't make programming mistakes if there's no computer, that's for sure. He will never have Reese's. Matter of fact, someone left this on my desk. Sleeping positions: fetal, starfish, soldier, programmer. I don't know if you guys know, but I used to be a programmer, and I sure as heck remember those sleepless nights. So all the programmers out there, keep going, and hopefully you'll get some sleep when Vex Worlds is done. This is a great meme. If you guys have been part of the LRS system, you've probably seen our great LRS announcer, Matthew. He's amazing, and I look forward to hearing from him later today in finals. Matter of fact, all our announcers have been amazing. Do you realize they've been going nonstop now for a week, announcing match after match? So we love our key volunteers, and we especially love our announcers. And guys, the tea's free for me. Use all the zip ties. I gotta say, probably the two favorite things that I see at a competition are zip ties and rubber bands. You invest all this money in brains and motors, and sometimes it just comes down to a zip tie. Me shows up at a match without safety glasses. The ref, do you want to explode? Hey, all fun aside, that's a great meme, but hey, we have you wear your safety glasses for a reason, so let's make the refs not have to use this meme. This is where I put my excellence award, if I had one. Hey, guess what? Later today, we're announcing some more awards. Maybe some of you guys will win the excellence award for the first time. Stay tuned. What gives people feelings of power? Money? Status? Being in Dan Mance's meme review. So whoever made this one, it's probably my favorite meme. Very clever. And you too have been featured on Dan's Dreams of Memes. Finally. Vex, we need a new game idea. A form of soccer? Make it like pinball. No, a water game. Crash. So we love the water game ideas. I love the chance at Vex World's water game. And guess what? In just a few more hours, you'll find out if this year's game is a water game. For the second edition of Dan Dreams of Memes, this is Dan signing off, and keep them coming.
All right, Grant. Well, that's it for our division awards. What do we have next?
Well, Stephanie, it's time for the division finals. These qualification rounds have been intense. The teams have brought the intensity, and I know they're going to continue to bring it as we get into the elimination rounds. So teams, please remember, I know you're passionate. I know you're here for the big trophy. But when you're faced with these difficult situations, please remember to be patient, work with our volunteers, and as always, the head referee's decisions are final. So, the first step towards being the next champion of the world starts now.
Hey teams, it's Stephanie. I'm back again and I'm ready to see some finals, some subdivision final matches. I'm super excited to see who's going to go ahead and take on Science Division A for this Science Division title. We're going to have some fantastic matches. I can already feel it. I can feel the electric energy just radiating from all of your homes and schools and offices. And we saw some garages all the way here to IFI. So we have a few notes for today. So there will not be any score disputes. So be sure that when you are hitting that confirmation for your scores, that you are actually confirming that that score is correct. These rounds are going to be a best of one. So you need to make sure that you are confirming those scores and ensuring that they are accurate. You need to go out there and play your match as best as you can and just leave it out there all on the field. Start the match ready to kick bot. We want to make sure that each team really just understands that, because it is a best of one. So you get one chance, and then that figures out who's going to advance. The winner of the overall division, so when we duke it out between Science A and Science B, will be receiving a bid to the 2022 VEX World Championship. So that is something that's super exciting, and I want Science B to take it home. There's absolutely no bias there, right? We are going to be making a suggestion to you. I think it would be a smart idea if you assigned a student, or if you don't have enough students, maybe an adult coach or a spectator, to record your match from an alternate angle, or just to have it that way in case, you guys have been really good at providing alternate angles and photos, but if we need to review a match or something, sometimes it's helpful to have an alternate angle, or something that's a little closer. So just be aware that that is an option that you have, and I think it's a very good suggestion. It's not mandatory. You don't have to do it. If I was in your position, I would probably take advantage of that suggestion. Just to remove any doubt or whatever, give us any alternate angles that we may need. And then finally, we have the overall finals and award ceremony at 6. So be sure to tune in for that. I would show up early just in case, but we should be starting at 6. Good luck, teams, and just congratulations to the teams that got awards today. I'm really proud of everything, and I'm just always super blown away at all of the amazing robots and all of the fun teams, and all of the just amazing energy that you guys put out into the world. You guys are just wonderful human beings. All right. I will see you in just a few minutes. We're going to go ahead and get this started.
Do that community. Was on the little cheat sheet. What happened to it?
Oh, yeah, I have it.
That even helps better. It's right up under that shit. This, Stephanie, I hope this doesn't interfere with you. My cardboard.
I don't think so.
Is my cardboard okay?
Sorry?
Does my cardboard bother you?
Sometimes it zoom in. Do what works for you. I will adapt. Are we waiting for that? I do not. I think I would let you get settled before I started doing ready checks. Yeah. Just give it a moment.
We have all 4 teams on live stream. Yeah.
I don't know which Tom. Oh, Andy was on here. That's why. Okay, so up is qualifier match 1. It's 1v6? 8? 1v8? Are we? Okay, teams, we are troubleshooting right now with the astrobotics. So just hang tight. Somebody is on the phone with them. You're going to have a few minutes. So I see like RoboHawks working on their robot. You still have a little bit of time. Don't rush. I want you to be like calm, cool, and collected when you come into this match. It's a best of one match. So we don't want anybody to be flustered. You're good. You do what you need to do. You take the time that you need to prep. You do what you need to do. We will work with each other. My recommendation would be to turn your robot off until we have all of our teams logged in and on stable connections. You know, we don't want anything to die halfway through. So turn your robot off, get a new battery on standby just in case. Yeah. I'll give you ample time to like have things set up and ready to go once we have everybody connected. Okay, teams, can you hear me? Can I have a visual confirmation that you can hear me? All right. So we are going to go ahead and move on to quarterfinal match number 2. We will be coming back to quarterfinal match number 1. You have a little bit more time, but we are running into a few time constraints, and we want to make sure that everybody can play. So we're going to go ahead and move on to quarterfinal match number 2. We will be skipping quarterfinal match number 1 for now and coming back to it. Can you give me a thumbs up if you understand what I am saying? We'll hold for a few seconds if you have any questions. Type your questions right now in the chat. Okay, I have 2 confirmations. Thank you. All right, awesome. I want to thank you for your understanding on this. We just want to make sure that all of our teams are connected on stable streams, that they're able to compete. This is a robotics competition. Part of that is you need the competitors to all be connected. So just, thank you so much for your understanding on that. We're on the phone with them. We have them on tech support. So we are going to work through this. And in the meantime, we are going to be moving on to qualifier number 2, qualification match number 2. Nope, quarterfinal match number 2. I'll get it eventually, y'all. All right, I will see you in just a minute, okay? We're going to exit this match. And we'll come back to it. We're not skipping it. We were coming back to it. All right, teams. We are back. We have all of the teams for quarterfinal match number 2 connected. Go ahead and set your robots up, get everything connected, turn them on, and let us know when you're ready to proceed. Okay, everybody is okay. I have 2 readies, both from the Blue Alliance. We're going to throw up a ready check just to ensure that everybody is ready to go. Okay, stand by. Okay, teams. We have some teams that are. Yeah, we see you're not ready. It's okay. We're not either. We have some teams that are competing at the same time from the same venue on the same internet. So that's not something that we ran into yesterday, since the qualification matches were a little more staggered. If you could just be patient with us, that would be super great. I know you guys are wonderful people and are totally happy to help ensure that everybody is competing together and that they're present for their matches and able to do their best. Okay, we're gonna ask you to turn off your robots again. We're still having a few issues over here, so just sorry, just turn it off again. I don't know. Take a dance break, do some yoga, finish your homework. Actually, you shouldn't have homework anymore. I think most of you are in your like last week of school. Who's in your last week of school? Who has 2 more weeks of school? Yeah. Most of you should be like rounding out the end of the year. So, you know, you can figure out your summer plans in this time before quarterfinal match number 1 and 2. So, like one of the things that I like miss about in-person worlds is that I don't get to talk to like the teams and get to know them. So like most of like what I've learned about like the teams are either from volunteers here that like happen to have interacted with the team during the season, or what we're able to find like on Facebook and Instagram. So, you know, it's sad. So, hey, if you want to take this time to give me a blurb about your team in the chat, that would be cool. I want to learn about you guys. Yeah, that's fine. You can disconnect if you need to. We'll give you ample time to set up. Don't worry about it. All right, teams, we are back. We have everyone set up. We're going to go ahead and get started with this match. Go ahead and get your robot set up. Turn your robots back on. We're going to go ahead and throw up a ready check for when everybody's ready. I think we are good to go. I'll let you know when we're getting ready to get that ready check up. All right, we have one ready check in. All right, we're getting some of our ready checks in. Our teams are getting ready to go. All right, teams, we are going to go ahead and get things rocking and rolling. I'm waiting on one team. We should be good to go in just a second. Who is pumped? Everybody up? Everybody took that time to get coffee? All right, we're good to go. Okay. All right, hands out of the field. We're going to go ahead and get things started for qualification. Nope, quarterfinal match number 2. Autonomous period has started. In this match, we have on the Red Alliance Robo Cavs from the Harvey School in Katona, New York. Their alliance partners are Northview Vex from Northview High School in Johns Creek, Georgia. On the Blue Alliance, we have Mazama E from Mazama High School in Klamath Falls, Oregon. They're rounding it out on the Blue Alliance with the happiest accident from Montgomery High School in Montgomery, Texas. All right, our autonomous period has ended. We're going to go ahead and get those scores in for quarterfinal match number 2. All right, we got them. We're going to go ahead and move on. To driver controlled in 3, 2, 1. Those score checks were in, so we moved on to driver controlled. Over on RoboCavs, that's the Red Alliance in the top corner. It looks like they are going to line up at goal B and get a red ball into goal B. They turn around and swiftly deposit 3 red balls into goal E. They're trying to clear the field. In these quarterfinal matches, it is a best of 1 match, so these teams are trying their hardest to sway and change up the scores in their benefit. On the Red Alliance, we have Northview Vex lining up to fill their cage around goal E with as many balls as they can. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have the happiest accident doing what they can to clear the field. Their alliance partners, Mazama E, over at goal D, lining up to take a shot. They shoot 1 red, they shoot 2 red, 1 makes it in. 47 seconds left in this match. I think it's going to be a close one. I don't know. We'll find out. At the 40-second mark, we have on the Blue Alliance, Mazama E in the top corner over at goal F, lining up and depositing 1 red ball. 30 seconds left in this match. Northview Vex committing to that cage bot strategy. It looks like they have most of the balls in scoring positions. We will find out if that impacts them in a positive way. On the Red Alliance, we have RoboCavs attempting to line up and get as many of those game objects into a scoring position over at goal E. 10 seconds left on the clock. Looks like both of the Red Alliance robots are going to end in contact with goal E to go for a quadruple on the Blue Alliance. They seem to be following suit. And that is the match. All right, give us a second to go ahead and get things started. We're going to go ahead and score this. Just be patient with us as our scorekeepers get those scores in. We're going to throw up a ready check. Once we feel that those scores are in, we are working diligently to make sure that all of the balls are in proper scoring positions. All right, we are getting this match scored properly. We are going to go ahead and ask our teams to not send any messages in the chat until those ready checks are up. Once the ready check is up, then you can message us. We are working to get the scores in. We're counting, we're double counting. We have multiple scorekeepers working on each field to make sure that all of the balls are scored correctly. We're working on it. All right, we are working on those auton and driver controlled scores, making sure that they get in correctly. All right, we're getting close. We will be throwing up the ready checks. All right, we are reviewing the photos of the cage bots to make sure that we are counting the balls correctly. For those of you watching at home, this is a best of one match, which is why we are taking the extra time that it takes to make sure that the teams are scored correctly. We are waiting for our last few score confirmations from those teams. Can we go ahead and get a picture from 5686E, that's Mazama E, of your robot? We need an alternate angle of goal B. Thank you. Just hold that nice and steady for us, please. Okay, thank you. We have a screenshot. We're good. Okay, RoboCavs, we need an alternate angle of goal E. If you could give us an alternate angle of goal E. We also would like a ready check as soon as you feel that the score is correct. Northview, you also need to put in what you feel is holding up your ready check. In front of the camera, please. A little bit closer. A little bit closer. Okay, and then just don't move. Okay. Could you hold your hand a little bit steady? Okay, RoboCabs, thank you for that. If you feel that your score is correct, if you could send in a ready check. If not, can you put in the chat what you feel is incorrect? We have 2 ready checks in. We are waiting from 2 ready checks from RoboCabs and from Mazama E. We need you to work with us so that we can get those ready checks in. All right, that has been updated. Please verify your score is correct. All right. Thank you so much to the teams that competed, and congratulations to the Red Alliance. They will be moving on to the semifinals with a score of 180. Good job, teams. Okay, teams, we are going back to quarterfinal match number 1. You should be setting your robot up, and we will be starting that in just a minute. Set it up as quick as you can. We have a lot of time to make up, so let's go ahead and do what we can to get these going so that we are not starting our finals at midnight. All right, our ready check is up. Okay, teams, we see all of our teams logged in. We are going to go ahead and wait for that last ready check, but we're going to try to get things going a little quicker. For all of you tuning into the live feed, we are super pumped to have you here. These teams are super stellar. All right, we have all of our teams in. Let's go ahead and get those ready checks in so that we can get going with quarterfinal match number 1. Quarterfinal match number 1. We want to get it going. Our teams are up. We're waiting on the last 2 ready checks from RoboHawks and Cringe. All right, we're waiting on one last ready check from RoboHawks. All right, thank you. All right, we're going to go ahead and get things started for the autonomous period in 5, 4, 3. Okay, welcome to quarterfinal match number 1. Up first on the Red Alliance, we have Astrobotics from Lake Creek High School in Montgomery, Texas. Their alliance partners are 2088E, that's Kring from Western Mechatronics in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have HRS RoboHawks from Head Royce School in Oakland, California. Their alliance partners are Waffles from Summit, New Jersey. All right, that is the conclusion of the autonomous period. We are waiting on our last ready checks for those auto. All right, we have those. We are moving on to driver control. All right, we are now in the driver control portion of quarterfinal match number 1. On the Red Alliance, we see Kring lining up and taking a shot. They launch one blue ball into goal G and turn around to collect the rest of the balls that are located outside of goal E. Over on the Blue Alliance, we see Waffles downfield in front of goal I. Looks like they are removing the balls to get them into strategic configurations to maximize their points. Their alliance partners are located at goal E. They launch one ball and it does not make it. They're going to have to chase that one down again. It might cost them a little bit of time, but I'm sure they'll get it done. 1 minute left in this match. RoboHawks lining up to take a shot again. They launch a blue ball and it makes it into goal E. Over on the Red Alliance, we have Kring lining up field to take a shot at goal A. They launch one red ball and it makes it. Their alliance partners, Astrobotics, have a pretty much clear field. It looks like all of the balls on their field are in scored positions. 40 seconds left in this match. These teams are pros. They're out there clearing the field as quick as they can, trying to maximize their points. 30 seconds. We see Kring lining up in the middle to make contact with goal E. They launch a blue ball into goal E, but it does not make it. They're going to have to chase that ball down with 20 seconds left in this match. They pull a ball out of goal H and move it upfield. In the process, knocking another blue ball out of goal A. 10 seconds left in this match. The Blue Alliance trying to make contact with different goals. Waffles upfield, trying to get contact with those balls, and that's the match. All right, we're going to go ahead and get those scores updated. All right, our ready check is up. All right, we're getting those scores in. All right, we want a picture of Waffles, please. A picture of Waffles goal I. We are currently sitting with a score of 136 Red Alliance, 101 Blue Alliance. We'll see if in the scoring clarifications impact that. All right, we are waiting for our last two score confirmations from HRS RoboHawks and Astrobotics. If you have an issue with the scores, please type it in the chat. Let us know what the issue is so that we can look into it. But we feel that we have the scores pretty confidently recorded. All right, we are waiting on our last score confirmation. We need you to hit that button. Okay, we are closing that match. Congratulations to the Red Alliance with a score of 135. They will be moving on to the semifinals. And thank you, Blue Alliance. It was a joy to have you on the field. Give yourselves a pat on the back. All right, hello and welcome to quarterfinal match number 3, where we are operating on double time. We're going to go ahead and throw up those ready checks. If you are ready to go, please hit those ready checks. You should be ready to go. We had a significant delay. You should have had time to do whatever preparation that you needed to do. We are in go mode. This is quarterfinal match number 3. In quarterfinal match number 3, we have the 3rd seeded alliance competing against the 6th seeded alliance. We're starting autonomous. Our ready checks are in. Over on the Red Alliance, we have Roverines Robotics from Selden, New York. Their alliance partners are Out of Stock from Mashpee, Massachusetts. On the Blue Alliance, we have JP3 from North York, Ontario, Canada. And their alliance partners, Yolt from Bloomfield Hills, Michigan. All right, our autonomous period has concluded. We are throwing up our ready checks for driver control. Thank you, Roverines, for that. Very expedient, and Yolt for those super fast ready checks. Make sure that those scores are correct. Verify those scores so we can get started with the driver controlled portion of this quarterfinal match. Waiting on Out of Stock. Let us know very quickly if you agree with what we have scored for autonomous. We need you to type in the chat if you have any issues. All right. Can you give us a thumbs up for auto if you are unable to hit that ready check? All right, our ready checks are in. We're going to go ahead and move on to the driver control portion of this match in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, over on the Red Alliance, we see the Roverines up at goal A. They have just concluded launching a red ball into goal A quite successfully. They dump 2 more red balls into goal E, then head over to goal C to reconfigure those balls into a more attractive scoring position. 1 minute, 26 seconds left in this clock. The Red Alliance partners out of stock upfield at goal A, depositing 3 red balls into goal A. Over on the Blue Alliance, we see JE3 de-scoring all of the balls from goal E. They look like they're going to try to load them into their hopper to move them around the field. 1 minute left in this match. On the Blue Alliance, we have Yolt over at goal D. It looks like they are trying to pick up a blue ball from goal D and put it into goal G. They do so with the swiftness of a very experienced drive team. 52 seconds left in this match. This is a best of 1 match, so both teams are in crunch time. They're in go mode. They are doing what they can to maximize those scores. 42 seconds, we see Roverines upfield at goal B. It looks like they are removing the ball from goal B and pushing it into goal A. Their alliance partners out of stock, attempting to put a red ball, successfully putting a red ball into the center goal. That's goal E. 25 seconds left in this match. The Blue Alliance is currently leading. The Red Alliance is going to have to make up about, and the score is changed up because that's the name of the game. This is basically a live action of tic-tac-toe where teams are constantly changing up the score. 8 seconds left in this match. Where will the robots end? Robots in contact with a goal at the end of the match. Double that goal. If both robots double the same goal, it gets quadrupled because 2 times 2 is 4, and that's how math works. All right, our match has ended. Our scorekeepers are frantically working to update the scores. Stand by for the update. All right, our score checks are up. Teams, verify those scores. All right, teams, we are waiting on those ready checks. Remember, we are trying to get going. We're trying to boogie. We want to move on to figure out who will be the subdivision champion so that we can go ahead and kick Science A's bot. Our scorekeepers currently have the score at 134 red, 132 blue, separated by 2 points. We're waiting on those score checks, teams. We have 2 score checks in. We are waiting for our last 2 score checks from Out of Stock and Yolt. Our last 2 score checks need to be put in. You can give us a thumbs up if you feel that your score is correct. All right, thank you, Yolt. We are waiting on our last score check. All right, our scores have been updated. Can we have that score confirmation? All right, we're good to go. Thank you for that score confirmation. Congratulations to the Red Alliance with a score of 149. Blue Alliance, it was a joy to have you. See you in the next match. We are good to go. We're going to go ahead and get quarterfinal match number 4. This is our last quarterfinal match of the day started. We want to get going. Please have your teams ready. 3 score checks in, waiting on Out of Sizing. We are waiting on one last ready check before we can go ahead and get started with quarterfinal match number 4. Here on Subdivision Science B, we want to get rocking and rolling so that we have enough time to strategize and to plan for our finals. We're waiting on one ready check. All right, our ready checks are in. We're going to go ahead and get started in autonomous in 5, 4, 3, 2. In the quarterfinal match number 4, we have Team 23880E. That's Baby Drivers from LaGrange, Illinois. Their alliance partners are Firebirds. That's team number 242B from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have 400Y. That is Out of Sizing from Ball High School in Galveston, Texas. Their alliance partners are Team 4 Orange Musketeers. They come all the way from Finland. That's 11411A. All right, our score checks are up. We are waiting on our score check for the autonomous period from Out of Sizing. Those scores have been updated, so please submit those score checks. We are good to go. Starting driver control in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, here in quarterfinal match number 4. We have a lot of movement out on the field. Over on the Red Alliance, we see Baby Drivers with their cage deployed around goal E. It looks like they are going to try to maximize the cage bot strategy, putting as many of those game objects into their cage as possible to get them into legal scoring positions. Their alliance partners on the Red Alliance also deploying a cage bot strategy. It looks like they have deposited some little forks around goal E so that they can get as many balls balanced in scoring positions. We'll have to see how that plays out. Will they be victorious with those scored balls, or will a different strategy reign supreme? Who knows? 56 seconds left in this match on the Blue Alliance. We have Out of Sizing over on the Blue Alliance, clearing the field, doing what they can to get those balls into scoring positions. Their alliance partners from Finland with a pretty much clear field. It looks like they have all of the balls scored into legal scoring configurations. They seem to be attempting to get a strategy while the Red Alliance is attacking goal E with as many game objects as they can. The Blue Alliance seems to be putting as many game objects into all of the other goals. It looks like they're going to try to make some connections. 20 seconds left in this match. At the 14-second mark, we have pretty much clear fields on both alliances. Looks like the blue alliance is going to try to double goal I. Both are in contact with goal I. On the red alliance, we have contact with goal E. Those goals will be quadrupled. And that's our match. Stand by for our score. If you wanted a fun fact about the competitors of this match, the baby drivers have really just overcome a lot of hurdles to be here today. They got to their school, which is their competition venue, and lo and behold, they had no internet, so they readjusted. They changed it up. They had a total change up this morning in the plans, reset at somebody's house as quick as they could so that they could compete today, and we are happy to have them. All right, we're going to go ahead and need photo verification for both of the Red Alliance robots. So one of the interesting things about this year's season was watching the strategy differences between the two main strategies that broke out during the season. So you had the cage bots and then you had like hood bots. So you could either maximize all of the balls at like 1 or 2 goals, you know, with like a cage bot strategy and try to double that or quadruple that. Or you could try to get some points with some home row connections and some connecting rows, and goal ownership determines the connecting rows. So that was kind of cool. We'll have to see which strategy played out better here. For LRT, a goal status, a goal is considered owned by an alliance if the goal score for a given goal is greater than the alliance goal score of the opposing alliance, which is one of the changes that really makes LRT fun to play. Okay, baby drivers and firebirds, we are waiting on your ready checks. All right, we have 2 ready checks. We are waiting on our score checks. We're reviewing images, so
ma'am, A has 3 red, 1 blue.
all right, we're going to wait for that verification. I think, though, we have set a record in this match with a high score, an event high score of 204. I'm going to hold on telling you that with 100% certainty because I think Paul's division was pretty close, but I'm pretty sure we have the event record. Waiting on that last confirmation before we can move on to the semifinals. Who's excited? Okay, we see your thumbs down. We need you to type what you feel is incorrect. We get that this is a close one, but you need to work so that we can get those scores confirmed. Tell us what's wrong. Okay, I see your message in the chat. Thank you. We need another angle. We are only seeing 2 red in that goal, so we need another angle if you are contesting this. If you could do that expediently, that would be much appreciated. Okay, hold it steady. Okay, thank you. We see that. Okay, we have that updated. Can you submit that confirmation? All fields have been inspected and are legal. All right. We have our ready checks in. That was a very good match. That was very close. Congratulations to the Red Alliance. They squeaked by with a lead of 1 point with a high score, an event high score of 204. Thank you so much to the Blue Alliance. You gave it your all. We are so proud of you. We're going to move on to semifinals. Okay, wait, what was the result of quarterfinal 3? I need to write that down. Um, 2088E. I need to see your fields. Thank you. We're trying to work as quickly as we can so that we can catch up with the other divisions. That way they do not have a strategic advantage over you guys by being able to review your matches. We're trying to hustle in your benefit.
I have 2
Firebirds, you're on the Blue Alliance. All right, our head referees are inspecting our field setups. We're looking at robots. We are going to ask 2 to go ahead and run the sizing tool over their robot really quickly. Thank you. You can pull it off of the wall if that helps. Oh, gotcha. You're trying to avoid that so that you don't have to reset for auto. Okay. Our referee is happy with that. Thank you for that. Can we go ahead and get those ready checks in from all of our teams? We're waiting on one last ready check from Astrobotics. If you are ready, we would like that ready check so that we can commence with semifinal match number 1 and figure out who will be moving on to the finals. Can we get a thumbs up? Can you send us a carrier pigeon, a smoke signal? All right, teams, who is ready for semifinal match number 1? Are you guys excited? Are you guys pumped? We are going to get started in 30 seconds. All right, we have those ready checks in. We're going to go ahead and get started with the autonomous portion of semifinal match number 1 in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, for those of you just tuning in, on the Red Alliance, we have our number 1 alliance. They seeded first. They are Astrobotics from Montgomery, Texas. Their alliance partners are Kring from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have our 4th seed, the Baby Drivers from LaGrange, Illinois, with their partners, the Firebirds from Bensalem, Pennsylvania. We have our ready checks up for those autonomous scores. We are trying to get things rocking and rolling. We're waiting on 1 from the Firebirds. Let us know if those scores are all right. We have those in. We're moving on to driver control. Who's pumped? Who's ready? I know I am. All right, we are in the driver-controlled portion of semifinal match number 1. Over on the Red Alliance, we see a lot of movement from our red robots. We see Team Kring lining up at Goal G. They launch 1 blue ball into Goal G and head over across the field to Goal I to collect the blue ball from Goal I. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have our Baby Drivers deploying their cage. It looks like they're going to try to maximize the number of balls that are scored into Goal E. We'll see if that is a successful strategy. 1 minute left in this match. 1 minute, 10 seconds left in this match. We have both teams trying to clear the field, getting those game objects into scoring positions. Over on the Red Alliance, we have our teams trying to get balls into scored positions at the perimeter of the field. It looks like they are bypassing that center goal. That's Goal E. The Blue Alliance seems to be attempting to get most of the balls into Goal E. This is going to be a strategy battle. 35 seconds left in this match. Teams are still working to get balls in scored positions. At the just under the 20-second mark, we see both of our teams doing what they can to make it out. These semifinal rounds are a best-of-1 showdown, so whoever wins this match will head on to the subdivision finals. Our match expires with both of our Blue Alliance in contact with, or both of our Blue Alliance members in contact with goal E. Our Red Alliance looks like they are upfield. We are working on our scores. Baby drivers, if you can go ahead and send us those photos so that we can get those scores in as quickly as possible. We are all super interested to see what the scores will end up as. So if you can send in those score confirmations or score disputes as quickly as you can in the chat, type it out because our score checks are up. If you are having a viewing party at home, you can tune in and post your favorite social media pictures and videos and updates using the hashtag VexWorlds or the hashtag OMGRobots. If you're a foodie like I am, you can go ahead and use the hashtag VexFoods, that's foods plural, to tag your favorite dish, your favorite robot snack, your favorite go-getter snack, whatever you have that you're snacking on. We want to see it. Waiting on that last score check. Okay, thank you for those photos. We are counting as quickly as we can. We are trying to expedite the scoring process so that we can have as much time for our competing teams as possible to prep for the finals. All right, our score checks are in. Congratulations to the Red Alliance with a score of 202. Blue Alliance, it was fantastic having you out here and competing with you. You guys are all angels. Congratulations and stay tuned for the next match. I see Roverines is ready to play. I see some of you are mostly set up. Try to expedite that process as quickly as possible. All right, teams are ready. Checks are up. You should be enabling your ready check as soon as you are ready to go. We are waiting on our teams to hit those ready checks. As soon as we get 3 ready checks, we will be giving that last team a few seconds and we'll get started. All right, we have our last ready check-in. We are waiting on the Red Alliance. We're going to give you a few seconds to go ahead and get set up, but we need your ready check. All right, the battery from RoboCabs needs to be removed. Thank you. All right, RoboCabs, we are waiting for you. We need a thumbs up. We good? All right, thank you. We're going to go ahead and get started. We have our ready checks in. Autonomous is starting in 5, 4, 3, 2. Over on the Red Alliance, we have RoboCabs from the Harvey School in Katona, New York. They are the second-seeded alliance. Their alliance partners are Northview Vex from Northview High School in Johns Creek, Georgia. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have the third-seeded team, Wolverines Robotics from Newfield High School in Selden, New York. Their alliance partners are Out of Stock from Mashpee High School in Mashpee, Massachusetts. We have our ready checks up. 3 teams confirmed for Auto. Out of Stock, we are waiting for you. Get those score confirmations in as quick as you can. All right, we're going to go ahead and move on to driver controlled in 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, welcome to semifinal match number 2. We see all of our robots over there on the field doing what they can. On the Red Alliance, we see both teams attempting to move the balls. It looks like Northview has a load of balls in their hopper. They are depositing them into their cage that they have deployed around goal E. They're going to try to maximize goal E, it looks like, at the 1 minute, 20 seconds mark of this match. We see the Blue Alliance attempting to move the balls into alternative scoring positions. It looks like at the perimeter of the field, we have Out of Stock launching 1 blue ball into goal D, heading upfield to goal A. Looks like they are lining up to get another game object into a scoring position. 1 minute left on the clock. RoboCabs doing their thing, still loading up goal E with as many balls as they can. Northview Vex, their alliance partner from the Red Alliance, doing the same. At the 45-second mark, Wolverines lines up at goal F. It looks like they are trying to launch a ball into goal F. They're trying to get a red ball into goal F. They launch it, and it makes it in. 30 seconds left in this match. Out of Stock with a pretty much clear field. Red Alliance with a pretty much clear field as well. $18 seconds left in this match. We are in the end game. Our teams are doing whatever they can as frantically as they can to get those balls in scored positions. Out of Stock, moseying on over to goal I. It looks like they're going to try to end the game, matching their alliance partner in contact with goal I to quadruple the goal. The Red Alliance looks like they have been able to quadruple on goal E. Give us a few seconds to tally it up. Good game, teams. All right, score checks are up. Go ahead and submit any discrepancies, issues, pictures. We need pictures of our Red Alliance robots. So go ahead and submit those pictures. Send them to where you have been sending them for the whole competition. If we can do this in a quick fashion, that would be much appreciated. We need a photo of Blue Alliance Out of Stock's goal H. Roverines, can you hold that photo up, please? If you could get a little higher, we can't actually see it in the feed. Roverines, stretch. This is when those like Inspector Gadget hands would come in handy, where you could like just like have your arm. All right, we see 2-2. Can you give us a alternate angle? Thank you, RoboCabs. Roverines, you need to zoom in. You can get into the field if you need to, just do not touch any of the goals or balls themselves. If you could zoom in. Okay, Roverines, we are still seeing 2-2. Okay, thank you. We are waiting for our score confirmations. If you could work diligently to get those in for us, we would appreciate that. Okay, thank you. We see that Roverines. All right, we are waiting on a last score confirmation. We are looking at the photos. We are getting that in. If you could give us the score confirmation as soon as you see that correct. All right, our scores are updated. All right, congratulations to the Red Alliance. You squeaked by with a score of 189. And Blue Alliance, thank you for being out here. Thank you for giving it your all. It was a blast. We are moving on to the subdivision finals. We will be starting the match in 6 minutes. We started the 6 minutes at the conclusion of the last match, so we are closer to like 3-ish minutes. Set up as quickly as you can, please. RoboCavs, you seem to have a object blocking the camera view. You need to remove that. Thank you, RoboCavs. Teams, we need your ready checks.
Just say you guys need to get ready. This is well beyond.
Yeah. Teams, we need you on the field and ready to go. We will be starting momentarily. We are waiting on the Blue Alliance. All right, our timeout timer has started. You have 3 minutes. All right, we are at the 50-second mark in the timeout. We are at 50 seconds. When we hit 3 minutes, I will let you know. It's counting up. One minute, 30 seconds left in this timeout. Sixty seconds left in this timeout. Fifteen seconds left in this timeout. All right, we have our ready checks. All right. Get ready for this match to start. Together, take a breath in. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Last time. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Okay, we are starting autonomous. 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, welcome to our subdivision final match number 1. Our subdivision final match number 1. On the Red Alliance, we have our number 1 seed. That's Astrobotics from Lake Creek High School in Montgomery, Texas. Their alliance partners are Team Kring, that's 2088E from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. Over on the Blue Alliance, we have Robo Cabs from Katona, New York. Their alliance partners are 71811N. That's Northview Vex from Johns Creek, Georgia. Our score checks are up for the autonomous period. Go ahead and verify those scores when you see them correctly recorded. All right, we're waiting on one last score confirmation from RoboCabs. All right, score checks are in. We are moving on to the driver controlled portion of this match. 5, 4, 3, 2. And the robots are off and rocking and rolling automatically. At the top of the match, we see on the Blue Alliance our RoboCabs shooting ball after ball into goal I. They head upfield. It looks like they are trying to load as many game objects into their robot as possible. 1 minute, 25 seconds left in this match. Northview Vex loading up their robot. They have been doing this all competition. They get as many game objects as they can into their hopper. They lift up their little arm. They dump them into their little cage. A bunch of those balls do not end up in scored positions. It looks like they're going to have to chase those down. 1 minute left in this match on the Red Alliance. They are doing what they can to make as many scored objects as possible. 1 minute, 24 seconds. We see Kring chasing down a blue ball. It looks like they are upfield at goal C, lining up. They take a shot. It makes it in. Their alliance partners are sitting pretty with a pretty much cleared field. 40 seconds left in this match. Who will be victorious? Who will play for the for the Science Division champion? 28 seconds left in this match. We see Northview Vex one last time loading in as many game objects as they can around goal E. 15 seconds. All right, time is just about to expire. We're going to have to see how that game panned out. Looks like both of our blue robots are in contact with goal E. On the Red Alliance, we seem to have chosen goal A to quadruple. Our scorekeepers are working to get those scores in. We are going to need pictures of our Blue Alliance robots. All right, we have already checks up. Go ahead and verify those scores, teams. In this final match, we had our number 1 alliance playing against our number 2 seeded alliance. The number 1's high score was 202 from semifinals. They're looking for a repeat of that. I don't know if it'll happen. Our scorekeepers are working. We're going to find out how this match will break. The camera went blank. Thank you. Your phone, I mean, not your camera. Can you have that photo messaged to the provided phone number, the one that's in the chat? Okay, thank you. That has been updated. Go ahead and see if that is correctly recorded now. We are waiting on one last score confirmation from RoboCabs. All right, it looks like that is updated. Go ahead and see if that is correct, please. All right, we need you to type in the chat what your issue is, what is holding you up on that score check. Team RoboCabs. That's 6277D. Please confirm. Okay, you are looking at Tower E. We are looking at the photo and counting again. What do you see? And I'll let you know what we see on our side. Please type it in the chat. Okay, we see 6. Okay, thank you for that confirmation. All right, congratulations to the Red Alliance with a score of 168. Blue Alliance, fantastic job. That was a really close, good match. We will see you when we play Science A. See you in just a few. Those matches were grueling over on Science B. Congratulations to our winners, the number 1 seed, that is 2854Y and 2080AE. You will be competing against Science Subdivision A for the title of Science Division Champions. I know you guys are going to come out victorious. Do what you can to make us proud. The winner of that match, of those 3 matches, it's a best of 3 match, will be the recipient of a bid to the 2022 VEX World Championship event. So we are super excited. We're pumped. Grab a snack, grab your popcorn. Let's go ahead and figure out who will take home all of the marbles. Good luck, teams. Go out there and kick butt.